I need to take them next time I go play golf, as many as I lose. Here's the 0-1. Ripped down the left field line, but foul. Strike two, no matter how hard head coach Brent Blackwood tried to get that one called fair. That did miss by about 5 feet to the left of the long. And we are back here, so our good buddy and Will Pettis has worked his tail off to get us on the air here. Better late than never. Bottom of the second here. Springing with the 1-0 lead. The one run come off of an error, a balk, a wild pitch, and then a sacrifice fly in the top of the first. As Perez rips another down the left field line and another one foul. Look out, everybody in the bathroom area. Still 0-2 the count here. Resta through inning in the third. No hits, no runs. No walks, no strikeouts. Has only thrown 15 pitches. He's pitched 16. And that one misses low for ball one. Team has been really aggressive so far in trying to attack Resta. So 1-2, excuse me. Count here from Resta to Perez. Comes a 1-2. It's a curveball. That misses in. He's got a big hooking curveball there, Joe.
Yeah, he does.
Hasn't thrown it for a strike yet. Give him some time here. There's a 2-2. Misses away for ball three in the first full count. From Resta to an Eagle hitter here this afternoon. Kind of an overcast day, but well, more than likely the rain going to stay away the further we go into the evening. Here's a full count. Ground ball sent over the left side. Fielded over by Hunsinger. Throws over to first in time, and that will be the second out of the inning. Two gone here in the bottom of the second. Now brings up the left fielder in Jake Pettis. So all 5 outs for Summertown have been via ground ball so far. Pettis will face off with Resta for the first time.
Summertown struggling here to find a base runner.
Yeah, they're making contact, though, so that's a positive there. If it was all strikeouts, it would be certainly something to be concerned about. First pitch here from Resta, and that misses away for ball one. Eagles will face off with their rivals from the middle part of the county in Lawrence County at about 6:30, depending more on when this game ends, which, nope, not going to jinx it. Comes a 1-0. And that's, hey, ask and thou shalt receive, Joe. Hit by pitch as Jake Pettis will make his way to first. His daddy taught him how to take one for the team there, so. Yeah, just stand there. 1-2 gone. Brings up the second baseman here in Cecil Williams here for his first at bat against Resta. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike one. Big lead by Pettis at first. Here's the 0-1. Misses in the dirt for ball one. Almost looks like Jake's going to take off over there, especially when he gets that secondary. He's got a lot of space between him and first. See if Resta starts to notice. Jake extends the lead. The 1-1. Ground ball sent over to Hunsinger at third. Throws over to first. And another good pick by Bolton, this second of the game. That one will end the inning.
He's got a good glove over there at first base, that's for sure.
Eagles strand one in the bottom of the second. Raiders lead 1-0 as we go to the top of the third next on the X Sports Network.
If you're looking for a company that can do it all when it comes to building, look no further than Tennessee Properties. From new home builds to remodels and commercial projects, our contractors work hard to give your space a new life from planning to finishing touches. Whether it's new interiors or dirt work, they see your big picture without forgetting the small details. In the market for a new home, they partnered with Freeman Development to bring new homes to the Oak Hill subdivision of Lawrenceburg. That's Tennessee Properties, licensed and insured. Call today or visit Tennessee.com.
Cell phone plans at an affordable price, only at LE Wireless. When they say wireless for all, they mean it. With yearly plans as low as $5.
We go to the top of the third inning. Spring Hill leading Summertown 1-0. First pitch here to Will Bailey. Popped down the right field line. And what a catch by Keegan McCafferty in right. And that will be the first out of the inning. Incredible play to help the Eagles keep a base runner off the bases. What an incredible job here. And nice sliding catch right down the right field line as Mr. Joe Calton. That one I thought for sure was going to drop in for a base hit. That was going in.
I thought it was going to land in no man's land out there somewhere. But
black hole out there down the right field line.
Good job by Keegan to get to that one.
Speaking of Keegan, we got Keegan Yoakum due up now for Spring Hill. First pitch here from Blackwood misses in for ball one. Ryder threw 2 1/3, no hits, a run. No walks, a strikeout right now at 48 pitches. Pitch 49 is sent into right field, and McCafferty getting a workout here. He calls everyone off, makes the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning. And if I'm not mistaken, Joe, that's 3 straight outs that he's made down the right field line. Brings us to the top of the order. Clay Robinson reached via an error and then scored the lone run of the game off a sacrifice fly from McGlacken, who's waiting on deck. So just 2 pitches so far in the inning here from Blackwood. First pitch, that one misses for ball one. Comes a 1-0. Lined up the middle, and Kason Blackwood's going to make the catch, and that one will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Spring Hill in the top of the third. Still a 1-0 Raider leads. We had the bottom half of the inning next on the X Sports Network.
Hey Lawrenceburg, looking for something new? Come to Happy G's, located at 210 East Gaines Street. We have pitching machines, batting cages, and even indoor golf. Powered by TrackMan, our system is perfect for practice or play. With over 300 courses as well as multiple mini games, it is perfect for all ages and abilities. We even offer packages for group events such as birthday parties and business lunches. So let's go. Come get your game on indoors at Happy G's.
A&M Medical is Lawrence County's newest medical clinic, specializing in urgent and primary care. Practitioners Andrea Bain and Meredith Hutton bring years of experience and compassion to keep you and your family healthy. A&M Medical features a separate well waiting room to meet your needs. Visit today and ask about A&M's weight loss program and telemedicine services. That's A&M Medical, located at 2367 Highway 43 South in Leoma, Tennessee.
At C&B Linen, fast, friendly, and reliable service is our promise to you. Because you're not just a customer, you're family. From multi-use linen to branded floor coverings and a complete range of cleaning supplies, C&B Linen is here to make sure you have everything.
We go to the bottom of the third here. Spring Hill leading Summertown 1-0. Due up for the Eagles here in the bottom half of the third. Keegan McCafferty, Graham Howe, and Kason Blackwood already through 2 innings. Dalton Resta, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Has thrown 24 pitches so far in this game as McCafferty, who's made a nice little diving play, sliding play, I should say, down the right field line for the first out in the top of the third. He's been busy so far defensively. He's looking to get busy here offensively. Neither side has got a hit so far in the game. See, senior parents having a lot of fun with their kids here. Start things off in this game. Ground ball over to third here, and Hunsinger makes the throw over to first in time, and that one will end the inning. Excuse me, that's the first out of the inning. One gone here in the bottom of the third. Bring up Graham Howe.
Keeping the third baseman busy over there.
Yeah, they're keeping the whole infield busy so far. So one gone here in the bottom of the third brings up the catcher and Graham Howe. First pitch here from Resta. Foul down the right field line for strike one. Also got to give Resta a lot of credit for inducing these ground balls.
Yeah, I've got him currently at 24 pitches.
What do you have, Matt?
26. Pitch misses in for ball 1.
Joe, I probably was not keeping up very well.
Well, I'll match AJ's there.
Yeah. Now at 27, Stone 14 strikes to 13 balls. Here's a 1-1. Misses away for ball 2. Him and Ryder have not issued a walk so far in the game, and hitting-wise, we've only had 1 strikeout. It's a 2-1. Lined into right field and down, and there's our first base hit of the game. As over there in right, Riley thought about throwing the first, but Hal hustles down. So a 1-out single, 1 on, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd, brings us to the top of the order in case of Blackwood. Grounded out to short in his first at bat, facing Resta here for the 2nd time.
They're going to get Camden Staggs in here to run for Graham.
Staggs over there at first, the courtesy runner. Third baseman not going to play in on the grass. Middle infield at double play depth. First pitch, squares around the butt, but it's in the dirt for ball 1. Here's a 1-up. Misses in for ball 2. Sun really coming out here, especially with a black cloud looming not really over the field, more towards the parking lot. Next pitch misses away for ball 3. Big secondary lead by Staggs over at first. 3-0 the count here to Blackwood. More than likely Kaysen takes in this situation. And he does, and that will be ball 4. So a single and a walk with 1 out puts 2 on. Here for Ryder Blackwood, the opposing pitcher, grounded out to second in his first at bat in the bottom of the 1st inning. Now Pasquantino will make his way out to talk here with the struggling pitcher. Said it a little bit better that time than I did the first time.
You know, he might be also preparing his defense here for a bunt.
Right. Especially with Ryder's speed and with the speed on the base paths. Get a lot of things set up here in this situation. First of 2 games here today. Next one will be around 6:30 as Lawrence County comes to town. These 2 played another instant classic over at Tom Cruise Field just a few days ago, playing again here tonight.
It was a classic for about 3 innings.
Not as good as the game a year ago over there. That one was, well, we probably could have petitioned that one to if ESPN Classic was still around.
That one
But
was
you
pretty
know,
exciting for sure.
But you know they got to pay Stephen A. Smith to blabber on for $25 million a year. My only rant of the day. Here's the first pitch. Misses low for ball 1. So Hunsinger over at third. Now going to, not exactly playing in the grass, but he has his toes on it. Staggs at second, Blackwood at first. Here's a 1-0. Does square around the bunt and doesn't get it down. Or fouls it for...
He fouled it off his leg.
Fouled it off his leg for strike 1. 2 on, 1 out. Now Bolton will play in over at first. One. Blackwood, ground ball over the second base again. He will flip over the second. No throw from there. So the fielder's choice will put runners on the corners with 2 gone to bring up Quint Smith.
They fixed the music. That's still not as long.
So Smith, who grounded out on a ball that was for sure going to go into right over the first. Bolton made a spectacular play. Runners on the corners, 2 gone. Ryder Blackwood takes off for second. pitch misses away for ball one, and Blackwood is in safely at second base. No throw was going to be made there anyways.
No, they wasn't worried about it.
1-0. This is in for ball two. So 2-0 the count here to Smith. Reston now at 38 pitches here through 2 2/3. Next pitch, a ground ball over to Bolton at first. Makes the play, and that one will end the inning. Summertown strands a pair of runners in the bottom of the third. It's a 1-0 Spring Hill lead. Let's go to the top of the fourth. That is next on the Exports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and so much more. We could go on and on about all the neat things you'll find at
Go to the top of the fourth, a 1-0 Spring Hill lead over Summertown right now. Due up for the Raiders here in the top of the fourth. 2, 3, and 4 with McGlacken, Brister, and Cox. Ryder Blackwood back on the mound through 3 innings. No hits, a run, no walks, a strikeout through 51 pitches. McGlacken had a sacrifice fly to left in his first at bat and sends a high fly ball into very shallow left. Perez makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. So Blackwood had, I think, through just, 4 or 5 pitches
Four
there
pitches
in
the last inning.
third inning and gets a 1 pitch out to start things off here in the fourth. Brings up Brister, who flew out to center, about medium deep center in his first at bat. First pitch here from Blackwood. Fouled away for strike one.
Who said you could have the day off?
Here's the 0-1. That one misses away for ball one. 1-1 the count here to Brister. Comes a 1-1. That misses in the dirt. 2-1 the count now here to Brister. Blackwood, who had gotten back on the right track, throwing some good first pitch strikes. Comes a 2-1. Hit high in the air in the center field again. Kason Blackwood doesn't have to move much, makes the catch, and that will be the second out of the inning. 2 gone here in the top of the fourth. Brings up Gary Cox, the lone strikeout victim for either side here. Facing off with Blackwood here for the second time this afternoon.
They're playing at Central.
First pitch here from Blackwood. It's a slider, misses low for ball one. Here's a 1-0. This is high for ball two. 2-0 the count here to Cox. Cleanup hitter for the Raiders. This pitch misses him for ball three. That is high for ball four. First walk issued by Blackwood in the game. Each pitcher is now issued a walk. Brings up the first baseman and Nick Bolton. flew out into shallow center in his first at bat in the second inning. So 1 on, 2 gone here in the top of the fourth. Still a 1-0 Spring Hill lead. First pitch, runner takes off and skied high in the shallow left. Pedersen left, coming in on it. Makes the catch, and that one will end the inning. Raiders strand 1 in the top of the fourth, still on 1-0 Spring Hill lead as we go the bottom half of the inning. That's next on the Exports Network.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Let me tell you about a place that has it all for your home, bedroom, kitchen, lawn, and more. It's a home-owned and home-operated business that's been around for over 70 years, so you know they're doing something right. At Swap and Shop Center in Lawrenceburg, you'll find top name brands for every room of your house and top brands for the outside too. Looking for appliances, televisions, couches, safes, bedding, mowers, and well, the list goes on. So make the drive today to 824 North Military Avenue in Lawrenceburg and be treated right. Since 1955, Evers Construction has been the company folks have trusted for residential and commercial construction projects. Today, Evers is still the leader in building and is
1-0 the Spring Hill lead as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. Due up here for the Eagles will be 4, 5, and 6 with Kenning, Perez, and Pettis. Don Resta back on the mound through 3 innings, a hit, no runs, 1 walk, no strikeouts right now at 39 pitches. Kenning, who grounded out to short in his first at bat in the second. First pitch from Resta. Ball hit over to Huntsinger at third, who's been busy. His throw to first is in time, and that's the first out of the inning. Don't know how many outs Huntsinger has made, but that's at least 4 off the top of my head. 1 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Brings up the shortstop in Aiden Perez, as you guessed it, grounded out to third in his first at bat in the second inning. A lot of ground ball outs here. Resta doing a good job inducing those. First pitch here to Perez. And that hits him. And that's going to be his second hit by pitch. So Summertown's gotten 4 base runners into the game. A walk, 2 hit by pitches, and a single. Barely got him, but just enough. As you can tell, that hits him right underneath the elbow. Right when you saw the jersey move there. Brings up Jake Pettis, who was hit by a pitch, and this is a ground ball, rest of Fields. Throws over to short, throw over to first is high. Wasn't going to get him anyways, but they do get the lead runner. 2 gone here in the bottom of the fourth. Throw there by McGlacken, just a bit high. Now brings up Cecil Williams, the second baseman. Grounded out through Huntsinger at third in his first at bat in the second inning. Big lead by Pettis at first again. First pitch, tap back foul for strike 1. He's just practicing, you know. Going on contact. Well, there's 2 outs, you know. No matter how big or how small the contact, you got to run with 2 outs. You know?
Or maybe he just thought it was a pass ball.
Yeah, maybe. He's just preparing himself for any situation. Here's the 0-1. Hit high in the air down the left field line, but hooking foul for strike 2.
He might have just hit his own vehicle.
Did it hit something?
It was in that area.
Oh.
That's his black truck sitting right here.
Ooh.
Right on top of it.
Oh, wow. The irony. See, that's why I park near the tennis courts. Here's the 0-2. Ground ball off the end of the bat over the Bolton at first. He'll step on first, and that one will end the inning. Eagles stray one in the bottom of the fourth. It's a 1-0 Spring Hill lead as we go to the top of the fifth next on the Exports Network.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Arts, crafts, stationery, journals, books, educational toys, wrapping paper, devotionals, greeting cards, and much more can all be found at Paper and Thread in downtown Lawrenceburg. Shop local to find the perfect gift or have a custom gift basket made for just the right occasion. Paper and Thread has a party room now available for birthdays, classes, and
We go to the top of the fifth inning with Spring Hill leading Summertown 1-0. Due up for the Raiders will be 6, 7, and 8 with Riley, Hunsinger, and Bailey. Blackwood back on the mound. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike one through 4 innings. No hits, a run, a walk, a strikeout right now at 62 pitches. Next one misses in for ball one. Almost hit Riley there. Next pitch, off the end of the bat, foul for strike two. 1-2 the count now to Riley. Comes a 1-2. Ground ball fouled off of the foot of Riley. Will stay where it is, and 1 ball and 2 strikes. Give me some PTSD hearing a little kid say no right now. It's like I'm back in my own house right now. Especially since my 3-year-old had a meltdown at the park today, so that's really bringing back some bad memories. It's a 1-2 from Blackwood. Fouled away. And 1-2 still the count here to Riley. Riley grounded out to short in his first at bat in the second inning. 1-2 here from Blackwood. And that one is lined in the right center field, and we'll get down for a base hit. And McCafferty struggles with it, and Riley will take off for second base with a leadoff double. So that's the first hit of the game for Spring Hill, and he's standing on second base. Brings up Christian Hunsinger, the third baseman, who flew out to McCafferty and right in his first at bat. So good piece of hitting there by Riley, taking it to the opposite field. Sends all of his gear to the first base coach.
Get rid of all them accessories.
I don't know how they play with all that. Now, I got hit a lot, but I also had about 80 more pounds on me back then than what I do right now. Shoot, if I had all that protection back then, I would be literally on top of the plate, like cleats on the plate, like just throw it. I'm going to go to first every time. First pitch here from Blackwood. Ball one.
Will don't like the third headset laying here vacant.
No.
I see
If he set it up, he needs someone to wear it.
the purple people have started to show up.
Like Minnesota Vikings fans.
Yeah.
Is that 2-0 the count here to Hunsinger. Misses away for ball 3. Not the end of the world if you walk them here. That puts a force at first, second, and third. Blackwood's pitch count now at 70 here through 4+ innings. 3-0. And that one's in there for strike 1.
I'll apologize to viewers who missed the first couple innings. Just we could not get connected to the internet to save our lives for a while.
The 3-1, that misses away for ball 4 and puts runners at first and second. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th. Recap, the lone run was scored off a error. That runner got to second off a ball, got the third off a wild pitch, and then scored on the sacrifice fly. Everything else has been fly outs and ground outs. So there's your recap of the first 4 innings so far in this game.
They can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is the deepest Rodder's gone in a game. He's got it been stretched out a little slower than some of the others.
This one has popped up. Howell giving chase and makes the catch. That will be the first out of the inning.
It's a big one.
Yeah,
Very big.
I don't know that I remember him going this deep before tonight as far as pitch count and innings.
That's the first out. Still runners on first and second. Brings up Yoakum, the left fielder. Flew out to right in his first at bat. Top of the order due up after that with Robinson. First pitch from Blackwood. In there for strike 1. Next pitch. That misses high. 1-1 the count now. Here to Yoakum. Blackwood now at 75 pitches. The 1-1. And that's a slider. Misses away for ball 2. And Brent Blackwood will make his way out to talk with his pitcher as got some action down the left field line in the Eagle bullpen.
Is it who's down there?
Elijah Huckabee.
Elijah Huckabee getting loose.
Yeah, he started the game at Lawrence County a week ago. Just went a couple innings then.
Imagine it'd be the game with Lawrence County will be like we saw a couple weeks ago, like a bullpen game, getting a lot of guys some action, almost like you see at the college ranks, a bullpen game, if you will.
Yeah.
A lot of guys.
Yeah, because as you know, Lawrence County had a game canceled yesterday, so they've got a few more available than they would have had.
Playing senior day or senior night at 2:00 against Lexington, Alabama tomorrow afternoon.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, they got to save some for that then.
2-1. Ground ball. Sent over to Kenning at third. That will get through in the left field. And Riley will hold up at third, and that will load the bases with 1 out here in the top of the 5th.
So they take a funny hop.
Hey, they kind of look like
he
it
kind of
did.
lost his footing over there. Too.
Yeah, he did. His right foot kind of went out under him.
Yeah, bad hop, and then his foot went the wrong way. And now Spring Hill's coach having a conversation. Is he talking about possible interference or obstruction or someone?
I'm not sure.
No, I don't.
There's no way Kane was interfering with him.
I don't know what the conversation was about there, but he saw something we didn't. And Blackwood will come out and
bring Hook in here.
Yep, we will get a pitching change, and while that goes down, we will take a break here on the Exports Network.
Top quality equipment rentals at the right price. It's not too good to be true at Rent Right Equipment and Sales. We guarantee clean, reliable products that are up to your standards. Our family-owned business has been doing that for more than 40 years. Let our friendly and knowledgeable staff take care of you from purchase to maintenance. Saws, drills, lifts, mowers, generators, you name it, we've got it. Stop by and see our inventory today. located on Buffalo Road in Lawrenceburg.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In Service Towing is now known far and service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5. Make an appointment with our providers, Kendra Brown or Tori Cox, today. Encompass Healthcare, located on
Elijah Huckabee, the new pitcher into the game here for Summertown, comes in for Ryder Blackwood through 4 1/3. Gave up a hit, a run, pair of walks, strikeout, and finished with 77 pitches. Inherits a bases loaded, 1-out situation here in the top of the 5th. Top of the order, and Clay Robinson due up 0 for 2. Reached Van Aaron, scored in the first, flew out the center in the 3rd. First pitch here is swung on and missed for strike 1.
I've never was a pitcher or a bullpen pitcher, but wouldn't you love coming into situations like this?
It's the 0-1, swung on and missed for strike 2.
Did you pitch?
I did not, no. I pitched in Little League and when I played in a 25 and older wood bat league. Didn't do half bad, but you didn't want me pitching at the high school level. That was a very last resort. I caught, surprisingly.
Oh.
0-2, misses for ball 1. I did have a good friend of mine come in a situation like this when I, at my second school, came in bases loaded with a full count. We were up 1. Of course, first pitch he throws is a ball.
Yeah.
1-2. Skied high into shallow right.
All right.
That will be an infield fly.
Pitcher's backing him up.
Mm-hmm. Williams makes the catch at second. Now we got 2 gone here in the top of the 5th.
That's a big out.
Very big out there as that will bring up Will McGlacken. 0 for 1, sacrifice fly to left in the 1st and then popped up to Perez at short in the 4th. So Huckabee comes in already, early getting the job done. They have runners on 1st and 2nd with nobody out. And we've had a pair of pop-ups that haven't left the infield for both outs. First pitch swung on a miss for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball off of his foot there for strike 2.
Looked a little painful.
Yeah. I don't know how I still have bones in my feet after how many times I've fouled pitches off of my shins, my ankles. Ooh, right on the inside part of it, too. I used to hit the top of my ankle all the time with a foul ball. Home plate umpire giving McGlacken a bit of time to probably just needs to walk it off here instead of working it around.
So there is one other game going on now. It looks like Loretto versus Wayne County.
Softball?
Yes.
At Wayne County, right?
Yes. Was just moved.
I bet Wayne County's happy I haven't been there in a while after I broke their bathroom door during that.
That was our initial first ever softball game that I streamed, yeah.
First pitch. This one's popped up on the infield. Huckabee going back.
Oh, boy.
And he will make the catch, and that one will end the inning.
So he came in bases loaded.
Gets 2 pop-outs.
1 out. Yep.
Raiders stray on the bases loaded in the top of the 5th. It's a 1-0 Raider lead as we go to the bottom half of the 5th next on the X Sports Network.
Make your property rock and roll with services from G&S Excavating, specializing in white sand, compost, mulch, topsoil, landscape gravel, and steel landscape edging. Turn to the pros who know how to make your project shine with years of experience. The best part is they're locally owned and operated. Choose from a vast selection of mulch and rock from their conveniently located facility at number 3 Valley Road in Lawrenceburg, just off Buffalo Road. Phone 931-279-3841 and get started today.
Volco Auto Supply in Lawrenceburg has a legacy of being a family-owned and operated company. Since 1927, our business has grown and evolved into today's one-stop source for all your automotive supplies. But in that time, one thing has stayed the same, and that's our commitment to our customers and their.
Back here at Summertown, we go to the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a 1-0 Spring Hill lead. 8-9-1 due up for the Eagles with McCafferty, Howe, and Kason Blackwood. Dalton Resta back on the mound. 45 pitches through 4 innings, just a hit and a walk during that time. He does have a pair of hit by pitches as well.
Pretty efficient.
First pitch, that one misses low for ball 1. And all 12 outs for Summertown will have come via ground ball.
Is that right?
All 12, yeah. No strikeouts, no flyouts. Next pitch is low for ball 2. We've had the only ball hit into the outfield was a single by Graham Howe, who's on
Well,
deck.
that's better than a strikeout wizard, you know. It's just go deeper in games like that.
Next pitch misses low for ball 3. Howe will go chase down the loose ball at the visiting. Next to the visiting dugout is someone exercised a demon here in the stands to the left. Here's a 3-0.
Well, that's actually the dugout shout. That's their 3-0 thing. Every time it gets to 3-0, somebody, I think it might be Graham.
If you're a Catholic priest watching this game, there are no devils in the bull, in their dugout. Everything is okay as he works a 4-pitch walk. Brings up Graham Howe, singled into right center in his first at bat in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, he's the one hit, isn't he?
Yeah, one hit. So 1 on, nobody out. Middle infield, double play depth. Corner infield going to play in. Spring Hill's fielded the ball exceptionally well so far in this game. 1-0. Misses away here for ball 1. That's the second walk issued by Resta. He's given up 4 free passes, 2 walks, and 2 hit by pitches.
Something weird about our schedule this year, AJ. We got Spring Hill 3 times. This is the second of 3.
You going back there, or are they coming?
We're going there next week.
There's a 1-0. This one's ripped in the left field and right at the left fielder. McCafferty makes his way back over to first base. A good play by Yoakum in left, and that would be the first out.
That's 2 good shots by Graham today. That one just went right to him. Made a good play out there.
Brings up Kason Blackwood, who's 0 for 1, grounded out to short in the first, walked in the 3rd, and was left on base. Summertown has stranded 4 runners, on base so far. I thought it was 5. I think it's just 4. Big lead by McCafferty at first. And there's a bunt that will get down and will leak foul for strike 1. And you do have Ryder Blackwood here on deck.
So he did stay in the lineup.
DH, I believe.
But, yeah, the caveat is we might be going to Spring Hill. I think their field is finally ready. The field's been ready, but the stuff around it hadn't been.
Next pitch misses low for ball 1. Was the initial game supposed to be at Battle Creek or somewhere else?
It was supposed to be at Spring Hill, and they just wasn't ready. Now the field's ready, but not the buildings and bleachers and stuff.
1-1, misses away for ball 2.
But I heard someone in the stands on their side a while ago said, hey, we're going to play at our own field next week.
All right.
So maybe we'll be there, and we might be the first opponent on that new field. We'll see.
The shocking thing is they had a really good field before then. That was one of my favorite places
Columbia
to
Central
go.
had the most beautiful field, and they lost theirs to turf.
2-1, bunted into the Summertown dugout. 2-2 the count now to Blackwood, and runner on first, 1 out. Yeah, they had a good field. Spring Hill had a really good field. Of course, Columbia Academies is
they still
great.
have a nice looking field.
Yeah, obviously they're not connected
right.
with Murray County. Mount Pleasant did a lot of work to their field before the turf. 2-2. This is away for ball 3.
Last week we were thankful for that turf at Mount Pleasant. Getting our 2 games in.
Hey, you win twice, can't you know?
Yeah.
Not much to complain about when you win twice. Full count offering. And that misses away for ball 4. Brings up Ryder Blackwood 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs to the second baseman.
Pitchers, I mean, the coach is coming out.
Saying he might be switching some guys around.
Third baseman's coming in.
Yeah, it's going to be Huntsinger. Looks like he will come in to pitch. So while they make all these defensive changes.
I think the pitcher might be going to third.
Yeah.
And then this kid coming out, number 4. No, number 4 is going to third.
Yeah, number 4 going to third here. I think are they just making that change now? Yeah, he's going to warm up.
Oh.
So he's making this defensive change.
I see. Okay, so we're not taking a break or anything.
No. Yep, not taking a break yet. We're coming into the game as Hunter Reichman. So he will play third while Huntsinger gets ready to go warm up down the right field line. First pitch here, Blackwood squares around the bunt, and that misses away for ball 1.
We've not had the best luck with bunts in this game.
No one has.
No.
Spring Hill's struggled with it too. Here's a 1-0, and
He
tips
missed
that
that.
one back.
Yeah.
Yep, got a piece of it, but still caught for strike 1. So Reitzman at third. He's just playing even with the bag. It's kind of a tough situation, which is why most people bunt to third base. 1-1. And Blackwood does get it down, and that's going to go to no man's land.
Absolutely.
And Blackwood's going to be safe. So the second hit of the game for Summertown will be an infield single.
Since Will Pettis with the reverse jinx.
Yeah. And there's comes Quint Smith, 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs to the first baseman and Bolton. One of them should have been a single, but Bolton made an incredible play over at first. So bases loaded, 1 out. As Summertown trying to get out of this 1-0 hole that they had after the first 2 batters of the game. First pitch from Resta. Misses high and away for ball 1.
See if Quint can recreate that magic, bases loaded magic he had in Loretta.
You know,
he had a bases clearing double.
Reminds me of Ham from the Sandlot. Here's a 1-0. Fouled right back for strike 1.
Right at us.
We didn't flinch. No flinching. No flinching. I would flinch when I would throw BP and guys would make fun of me, and I always said I'm preparing from the time the net's not there.
There you go.
1-1. Lined in the right center field, and that will get down for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. The throw over to third will be in time, but the Eagles on a 2-run, 1-out single from Quint Smith makes it a 2-1 game with 2 outs left here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
Wow. He did somewhat recreate that magic
Yeah,
from bases loaded magic from Loretta.
Good job by Bolton with that throw over to first.
That was a good heads-up play.
Brings up Kane Kinning, 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs. First pitch, misses away for ball 1. So that's the first out that hasn't come from a ground out in the game. There's a 1-0. Ripped down the left field line and foul. My gosh, every hard hit ball cannot stay in between the lines down left.
Does Summertown have anybody? They don't have anybody warming, so I guess Huck's going to stay in to pitch.
As good as he did, I might as well. Unless you're maybe
I was just,
saving him.
Again, with Ryder coming in to hit, I didn't know who. I don't know what the lineup looks like
you
now.
You can establish a designated hitter, I believe, as this one has popped up for strike 2. You can replace him and make him, as long as he stays in the same spot, I think you can make him the DH.
Okay.
If I'm wrong in the comments, please let me know. But I think that's what the part of the new rules, the ever-changing rules.
Yeah.
There's a 1-2. Ooh, that misses away, way away. As Smith will make his way to second off the wild pitch. And I believe that's just the first wild pitch thrown by Resta in the game. Actually, they're the yellow people tonight.
The yellow, but not the purple people.
Well, the fans still wear purple, and the coaches do, but the Wildcats
are here
rocking the gold tonight.
It was just the reverse of last week. Summertown was there watching them play a doubleheader.
almost a triple.
Yeah.
Terre Haute, Indiana. Not the birthplace of Larry Bird, just where Larry played college. 2-2 the count here to Kenning. Runner on second. This one hit high in the air into right center field. Center fielder struggling with it. Does make the catch, and that one will end the inning. A Quinn Smith 2-run single makes it 2-1 Summertown as we go to the top of the sixth next on the X Sports Network.
There's a reason owners Tyler and Cindy McDowell chose the name In Service for their towing business. They did because it's their goal to be in service for you on the day that you need them the most. In-service towing is now known far and wide for their response time because minutes matter when you're broken down. Or their 24/7 availability, you can call them anytime for service. Their professional team with years of experience and their fairness, plus their know-how in dealing with the unexpected. But the thing that In-Service is known best for is how they treat their customers, and that's like family. When you need them, call them 931-843-9098.
Make your lawn a legacy. At Legacy Lawn and Landscapes, we put more than 16 years of experience into your goals. We won't meet your expectations, we'll exceed them. We offer consultation, installation, maintenance, hardscapes, construction, and land clearing services. Owner John and Jamie Brewer with their team are dedicated to providing the highest quality landscape services to commercial and residential clients in Middle Tennessee. Service, teamwork, results. That's how you leave a legacy. Professional care with a smile. That will always be a guarantee at Encompass Healthcare. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or even weight loss treatments, our team is equipped to serve your needs. Our doors are open Monday.
We go to the top of the sixth here. Summertown got on the board here as they lead it 2-1 over Spring Hill. Do it for the Raiders here in the top of the sixth. 3, 4, and 5 with Brister, Cox, and Bolton. Elijah Huckabee back on the mound got out of a bases-loaded 1-out situation. 2/3 of an inning, no hits, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts, and just had 7 pitches on 2 infield pop-ups.
It's impressive.
First pitch here. That one is in there for strike one. Perfect kind of guy who throws a lot of breaking pitches that come in that situation, making it hard on the hitters.
Yeah.
Shaking off his catcher and Howe. Here comes the 0-1. This is high for ball one. Evens things up at 1 apiece.
Some of those clouds are back. This little spotty clouds that were here earlier in the day.
And we saw those in Lawrenceburg this afternoon. Just gave us some sprinkles as I was running this afternoon. 1-2 now the count after that foul ball. I was doing intervals, so I was 10 minutes on the elliptical and 10 minutes running. So I got somewhat caught up on the new WWE documentary. 1-2, lined in the right field, and that's going to roll to the wall. Brister on his way to second, and he will stay there in back-to-back innings here for Spring Hill with a leadoff double. Their second hit of the game. Now bring up the cleanup hitter in Gary Cox. 0 for 1 as the lone strikeout of the game, and then walked in the fourth.
Well, he's talking about splitting the gap.
It's perfectly done right there.
Yep.
All of our hits have been the right center so far in this game. We've only had a couple balls go in the left field off errors, as Hal will come out and talk with Huckabee.
Number 12 still warming over there.
No, that's not the.
That's not to the third baseman.
No, that's a shortstop now, McGlacken. So I wonder if they will send Huntsinger over to short if they do make this up for McGlacken. Rest is now at 68 pitches through 5 innings, which is really good after just giving up 2 runs and 3 hits. Next pitch, that one misses for ball one. 1-0 the count here to Cox.
Of course, my Weather Channel app, which of course is inferior to Tennessee Valley weather,
Yes,
but
you have
still,
to give that caveat.
but it did just give us an alert that rain will be here in a minute. So we'll see.
We'll see. It just depends on how hard it actually rains.
Right.
Here's the 1-0. Skied in the left. And looks like that's going to get out of play for strike one. And you guys got Wrigley Field-esque foul territory here at the ballpark.
Yeah. Yep.
This isn't a.
Not a lot of room.
No, this isn't a. What's the field next to Tom Cruise?
Denver Trap.
Denver Trap.
Yeah.
This isn't a Oakland A's Denver Trap, but not the old Oakland A's. They're just the Athletics now.
Yeah.
Here's a 1-1. Skied, and this one's going to stay on the infield. Perez camps underneath, makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. So that is 3 straight outs by Spring Hill that haven't left the infield. Brings up the first baseman, Nick Bolton. 0 for 2 with a pair of flyouts, 1 to center in the second, 1 to left in the fourth. First pitch hits the outside corner for strike 1. Major league action starting up all across the big leagues as I'm getting updates on how many of my guys on my fantasy team are not starting. Next pitch, swung on and missed here for strike 2.
Did you see the fake Ozuna in the stands last night? No. Okay, go look that up. You know, the Braves played till 1 in the morning.
Yeah.
But there was an Ozuna lookalike that was wearing the Braves home jersey, pants and everything. And they're saying he's what willed the Braves to victory. He even called a foul ball.
Well, hey, we'll take it. Looks like I got my lineup good here. My gosh, half of my lineup isn't starting. Here's the 0-2. Just missed away for ball 1. Home plate umpire has had a tight zone.
Here it is. That's maybe.
Yeah. He's been pretty tight, but it's been that way for both sides.
Yep.
One, 2, runner takes off, and he will have to go back to second after a foul ball that hit a light pole down there.
Well, some people have brought the tents out.
And I've seen some people starting to fold up some, not towels, but blankets.
Yeah.
And everyone preparing for the black cloud that's hovering over us. And a pickoff attempt. Literally our first pickoff attempt of the game. We haven't had a ton of base runners.
Of course, that's since the runner went there. They're trying to keep him honest now.
And I don't think we've only maybe had 1 stolen base attempt, maybe 2 before that one. 1-2 off the end of the bat. Still a 1-2 count. That was the 5th pitch of the at-bat from Huckabee to Bolton. Bolton, who's made a couple of really nice scoops over at first and a good defensive play as well. Spring Hill isn't getting beat because of mistakes. They're making Summertown beat him here today. One, 2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's the second out of the inning. Just the second strikeout combined by both pitching staffs here today. Brings up the 6-hole hitter and Landon Riley, who has one of the 2 Spring Hill hits on a double in the right center in the 5th. Grounded out to short in the 2nd.
Previous strikeout swung on a high one. Umpires having a discussion.
Did something happen after that, or did Bolton say anything? I don't think he did.
I don't know. It's probably our dugout. It's raining, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit.
I see it in the picture.
Looks like the rain I was dealing with this afternoon, but the darkest of the black cloud looks like it's going to go over center.
Yeah.
Which is why Timmy made this shelter here for us.
Yeah.
Our lovely new press box. Just happy my feet aren't going through the floor right now. First pitch. That one's tapped back foul for strike 1.
People trying to get their umbrellas out, and it's too windy. It just destroyed one over there.
You know, in the old press box, your feet would go through the floor. You couldn't fit more than 3 people up in it.
Yeah, I'm very, very thankful for this press box.
0-1 the count here to Riley.
I may have to pull one of these cameras in here in a minute.
This one is hit in the left. Pettis going back on it. Camps underneath, and that one just out of his reach, foul for strike 2.
Was it out of his reach? There's no chance on that one?
That didn't look like it. We'll see here. Man, they are
2 foot over.
It looked like it was. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I think it bounced on the parking lot, so that was, he didn't have a chance at that one. 0-2 the count here to Riley. The 0-2 popped up and out of play. And a lot of visitors up here now. That
people all of a sudden want to come visit us. Yeah.
A lot of people heading towards the parking lot to kind of ride this one out. I think it's just going to be more of a nuisance than anything to worry about. It's not. Where were we for that football game on a Saturday?
Oh, good gracious, Harpeth.
It's not Harpeth.
I'm trying to block that out.
Any stretch of the imagination. The 0-2, runner takes
goes.
off.
Good pitch to go on.
Hal throws over, and Kenning does enough to get a glove on it to keep him safe there. So 1-2 the count.
Rain's coming down pretty good now.
Yeah, raining somewhat, just raining in the direction of the wind. But actually it looks like that cloud is more being pushed back. I can see, you can see the flag is blowing like out to left field. So it looks like it's pushing everything towards the school more than the field.
Yeah, it's already slowing up a little right here in front of us.
The wind is really whipping out the left. 1-2.
That's in there. Come on.
Misses in. 2-2 the count now. Deuces on the board here to Riley.
Let's hope that don't end up being costly. That looked awfully good.
Yes, he's consistently tight. He hasn't given that much today, or hardly at all today. It's the 2-2. Sent back foul here. A good battle between Riley and Huckabee. Now at 26 pitches through an inning and a third. Two and two again. The count here to Riley. Huckabee, long look at the signs here to Howe. Swing and a miss for strike three, and that one will end the inning. Spring Hill strands a tying run at third. Summertown due up here with a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the sixth next on the Exports Network.
State Line Garage Doors, owned and operated by Justin Gobble, is your trusted local expert in garage door services. Based in Lawrence County, Tennessee, State Line Garage Doors is built on over a decade of hands-on experience, providing reliable repairs, replacements, and installations for all types of garage doors, residential and commercial. They proudly serve our community and the surrounding areas. When you work with State Line Garage Doors, you're not just another job, you're part of our community. Their commitment to quality, transparency, and craftsmanship is at the heart of what they do, and they offer free estimates. State Line Garage Doors. Reach out to discover the difference a company with local roots can make for your home and business.
Did you know that Resource MFG, an employee bridge company in Lawrenceburg, is the first and largest national manufacturing staffing company? They work alongside the top plants and facilities in the area to provide you with job opportunities in production, quality, maintenance, supervision, and all levels of management. Resource MFG has positions open right now to meet your needs today and a full staff ready to work with industrial partners to grow opportunities for this generation of workers and the next. Reach out today and start your employment journey with Resource MFG.
Welcome to the newly remodeled Brass Lantern. For over 30 years, we've been serving delicious food to excellent people. Brass Lantern takes pride in authenticity, serving fresh, homemade food to please any member of the family. From mouth-watering to one-of-a-kind steaks served with gourmet marinade, to salad with our signature honey mustard dressing.
2-1 is the Summertown lead as we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Due up here for the Eagles is 5, 6, 7 with Perez, Pettis, and Williams. Dalton Resta back on the mound through 5, 2 runs off 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches through 68 pitches so far. First pitch here to Perez is fouled back for strike 1. Perez 0 for 1, grounded out to third in the second and was hit by a pitch in the fourth. It looks like we've got Hutzinger back at third. They did have McGlacken warming up in the previous inning, so if Resta gets into any trouble, I expect McGlacken to come in after that. Here's the 0-1. Pop down the right field line, and that will get foul for strike 2.
I'm sure Huck would appreciate an insurance run or two. No. Nobody's warming, so I'm assuming he's coming in for the final 3 outs.
Through 15 outs for Summertown, Will. 13 of them are
grounders. Unreal.
Next pitch, that one misses in. 1-2 the count here to Perez.
That's certainly unique for this season.
That's some Greg Maddox, Kyle Hendricks-esque numbers there. 1-2. Ripped in the left center field. Center fielder going back on it. That's going to get over his head. That's going to one hop the wall. Perez on his way to second, and he will get there with a leadoff double. So the first extra base hit of the game here for Summertown puts the third run of the game coming in.
Make him run, yeah. AJ.
At least he didn't have a headset on that time. Yeah, he's talking about we haven't paid him, and I'm like, you still haven't paid us.
Right,
so
run his polls.
Or that steak dinner. I think he owes us 2 steak dinners at this point. Looks like we're going to get a pitching change here, Will.
Right.
So while that goes down, we'll take a break here on the Exports Network.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Are you tired of missing out on family life just to be treated like another truck number? Since 1986, Southeast Cares has been a family-operated business based in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. Being family-owned ourselves, we understand the importance of family, which is why we value it above all else. With our large number of dedicated lanes and our friendly staff, we are able to evenly divide your home time with the amount of time you spend on the road. We offer multiple benefits with large company pay, all while keeping a small company environment. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
Flooring sets the tone throughout your home.
For flooring that makes the right first impression, start by choosing us, Floored by Justin.
A one-stop flooring destination. Our new location stands alone for unequaled customer service and selection. Owner Justin Story's mastery of custom hardwood inlays means every room can have a custom look. Discover how the right choice of hardwood, laminate, carpet, or tile can set the tone in your home. Contact Floored by Justin today.
New pitcher into the game is Will McGlacken for Spring Hill. Comes in for Dalton Resta through 5 innings. Gave up 2 runs off 4 hits, 3 walks, 2 hit by pitches, but gave up a leadoff double to Aiden Perez. Brings up Jake Pettis. First pitch he takes is on the outside corner for strike 1. Pettis is 0 for 1, hit by a pitch in the second, hit into a fielder's choice in the fourth.
Oh, we might see a bunt here.
This one has popped up out of play for strike 2.
There will be no bunt.
So Will Bailey moves from second to short. You have Landon Riley moving from right to second, and then Resta went out to right field. So the lineup doesn't change. Everyone who's hitting will stay there. As Pettis sends this one into center field, And caught out there in center by Robinson. That will be the first out of the inning. One gone, runner on second. Brings up Cecil Williams here. Williams, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of ground outs to third and first in the fourth. And looks like we're going to get a pitch hitter here for Williams, and that will be
Hudson Kenning.
Hudson Kenning be the pitch hitter in this situation.
So he's batting in the 7th spot.
First pitch, that's in the dirt, and Brister, the catcher, doesn't see it, and Perez will head over to third.
Rain's still coming down.
Yeah, nah, it doesn't.
It won't be here long.
Nah. Here's a 1-0. That's in there.
Well, he hits his corners.
He evens things up. Well, Timmy told us he does
Yeah.
hang around the strike zone, so the scouting report was right. 1-1 misses away here for ball 2.
And he works fast.
Perfect for the college and pro game with the pitch clock. Infield playing in for the Raiders. Here's the 2-1. This is high for ball 3. Three-one here to Kenning. And hit hard, but over Lawrence County warming up down right
You
field
remember
for strike 2.
Libby Kenning, who was so good at golf and,
Right, yeah.
and tennis. That's her little
Her little brother.
Yeah.
Full count offering. Misses away for ball 4.
That's good job laying off of that one. That's tough.
Bring up Keegan McCafferty, who's 0 for 1, grounded out to third in the third, walked and scored in the 5th. So 2 on, 1 out, runners on the corners, and Williams will now come back in for Kenning after being pitch hit for it, and he will go runs. So Kenning does a job and finds a way on. First pitch, runner takes off in the dirt, and Brister's just going to let him take second base. 1-0 the count. Reaches second on what we call defensive indifference.
Yep.
There's a 1-0. Doesn't miss. It's in there for strike.
I think Keegan homered off this kid the first time we played him. Is that right, Timmy?
1-1. Ground ball over to short. A good play by Bailey. Throws over to first in time, and then Williams found his way over to third, and they've got him in a rundown. Perez now taking off for home. Throw over to Brister. He throws to, that's going to be in the dirt. That's going to get away. Perez is going to take off for home. He will score. And a snowball fight turns into an error, turns into the third run of the game for Summertown.
Break all that down, AJ.
I'm trying to
what just happened?
Find a way how to
Because I sure didn't
score
follow the ball very well.
So best way I can say, that's an error on the catcher that allows Perez to score to make it 3-1.
Just the way Coach Blackwood drew it up.
Yeah, it's one of those, you just got to run them back somewhere.
Yeah.
It's clear Perez is going to stay at third, so find a way to run Cecil to where you can get him to tag him out. First pitch back here to Graham Howe. Foul back for strike 1. Howe is 1 for 2, singled in the third, and hit a line drive right at the left fielder in the 5th.
It's a big insurance run.
I do want to mention Timmy did move on that line drive. That ball fouled down the right field line for strike 2. I didn't want to say that too loud. We didn't want to get him upset. I went 2 the count here to Howe. Or is it 1-1? You've got 0-2, right?
Joe has 0-2.
Okay. Next pitch. Ground ball. Sent over to Bailey. That's going to get through. Williams is going to round third. He's going to score. Much needed insurance for Summertown as the lead is now out to 4-1.
Their infield had been so solid this whole game.
And that's back-to-back errors there. Even though one of them was a throwing error, that one just took a bad hop, but still you got to get in front of it and make a play there. So that will bring us to the top of the order with Case and Blackwood.
That makes them look forward to playing on their turf even more.
He's 0 for 1. His back-to-back walks in the 3rd and 5th. First pitch here from McGlacken. That is in there for strike 1.
Rain's coming down really good now, but I see
light, literal light at the end of the tunnel as our first pick off the first from either pitcher just happened. Yeah, the dirt's not getting brown, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1. Foul back here. Big cut from Blackwood for strike 2.
Well, we don't have a turf here, so we just have one that would cover the mound.
Yeah, this isn't, the players don't look, or the umpires look the least bothered by it.
Right.
So, again,
it stuck around a lot longer than I thought it would.
It's blowing out towards left, so we'll get out here at some point. Next pitch fouled away for strike 2. 3 straight, back-to-back fouls from Kason Blackwood. Trying to reach base for the 3rd time here in the first of 2 games here from Summertown. Here's the 0-2. It's a slider, misses away for ball 1. McGlacken right now with 19 pitches through 2/3. Pitch 20, lined in the left field, a base hit. So runners on first and second with 2 gone. Now brings up Ryder Blackwood. 5th hit of the game for the Eagles. Blackwood, who's 1 for 2 in the game. Pair of ground outs and a single.
It was Kason in our last game against Brooks. Kason was 3 for 3. And then he was intentionally walked after that.
Blackwood with an infield single to load the bases in his last at bat. This is him for ball 1. Started the game pitching with 4 1/3 and gave up a 1 run.
I think it's raining on the left fielder and not on the right fielder at the moment.
And that's strange. Next pitch swung on a miss for strike 1 to even things up at 1 apiece. Gotta love weather. Here's the 0-1. That misses for ball 2. Time called by Blackwood as McGlacken was working very quickly.
Like right field's in sun, left field's dark.
2-1. Blackwood lines it up the middle. That gets through for a base hit. Runner rounding third. That gets by the center fielder. He will score. Kason Blackwood's going to hold up at third. And that will make it 5-1. Summertown doing a lot of damage with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Here it is. Here's the replay. Just watch the center field bobbles it right here.
So they've gotten 3 errors
again,
all here in the 6th.
I'm not going to blame that center fielder. Jake Pettis will tell you our outfield will do that to you.
Runner will take off. Blackwood will jog in the second. First pitch here to Quinn Smith misses high for ball 1. Smith, who had a 2-run single with the bases loaded in his last at bat in the 5th. Next pitch misses for ball 2. Summertown scored all 5 runs in the 5th and 6th innings here. 2-0. Hit high in the air. And don't believe anyone's vehicle is going to be damaged by that. 2-1 the count here to Smith. Off the end of the bag, going in the shallow left. That's trouble, and that's down. Blackwood rounding third. Here comes the throw. Cut off, and he will score. So back-to-back 2-run singles from Quinn Smith makes it 7-1 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Quinn's awfully good at hitting it the other way. I don't know if he always means to, but he does it a lot.
Well, 4 RBIs in the game here for Smith to bring up Kane Kinning. 0 for 3 pair of ground outs and hit a line drive right at the center fielder in his last at bat in the 5th inning.
So they finally get the walk-up music right and everybody starts hitting the ball.
Yeah, just get it out of the way now,
Loretta's up 2-0 on Wayne County.
Okay. Got a runner on second there. Yeah. Mallory Corbin at the plate, it looks like. Here's the 1-0. That misses for ball 2. It's hard to give updates, which is as fast as McGlacken's going.
Right.
2-0. Kinning sends a fly ball into left. Bailey going back on it. And the left fielder makes the catch. That one will end the inning.
I like that inning there, AJ.
5 runs in the bottom of the 6th. The Eagles will try to close things out here in the top of the 7th. That's coming up next on the X Sports Network.
Since opening our doors in 1904, Builtwell Bank has existed to be the local economic engine for the communities we serve. No matter if you're buying a car, saving for retirement, or finally buying that forever home, Builtwell Bank is here to help. From personal checking and savings accounts to a full suite of business and commercial banking with treasury management services, we'll make sure you'll have a dedicated Builtwell banker that understands your unique needs and stands by you every step of the way. No matter where you are in Tennessee or Northwest Georgia, there's likely a Builtwell Bank location nearby. Come see us and let our dedicated financial team help you with all of your banking needs. Member FDIC.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook. We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
For the best at-home care in Lawrence.
We go to the top of the 7th here. The Eagles are going to try to close things out here against Spring Hills. They lead 7-1. Due up is the bottom of the order for the Raiders, 7, 8, 9 with Huntsinger, Bailey, and Yoakum. Back on the mound, Elijah Huckabee threw an inning in 2/3. A hit, no runs, no walks, and a pair of strikeouts through 27 pitches so far. First one here to Huntsinger is a miss for ball one. Huntsinger 0 for 1 with a fly out to right and a walk.
And I think the rain has stopped across the entire field now.
1-0. Foul down the right field line towards Lawrence County.
I think the rain may have run the ball dog off.
Oh.
Again, if you just joined us, the ball dog actually got on the field while Spring Hill was taking
He's pulling some Philly Fanatic stuff out there.
They got a big kick out of it, but he was trying to play first base, it looked like.
1-1. Ground ball sent over to Perez at short, makes the play, throws over to Smith, and Smith, a good job adjusting to that one, makes the catch, and that will be the first out of the inning. One gone here in the top of the 7th, brings up Will Bailey, 0 for 2. Pair of fly balls, one to right and one to the catcher in the 5th. He was actually the bases weren't loaded yet. There were 2 on, nobody out when his bunt attempt was caught by Howe right in front of the net. If only we had Timmy's storytelling on air right now. First pitch, line back for strike one. I think I was about to go down the rundown.
You can see Kevin's tent in the live look-in. He's, it's raining there.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, let's get it done.
Yeah.
He didn't
do what you got to do, right?
He didn't run off and hide.
Yeah.
Well.
Next pitch misses away for ball one. We do have a couple Major League games in action right now. No score between the Royals and Cleveland. I'm not going to say the Guardians. I'm just going to call them Cleveland. Bottom of the 2nd. Also, no score in the first between the Reds and the Pirates. So, for some reason, if you want to watch any of those games, good luck to you. So, especially the Reds and the Pirates.
I don't know. You see the Babylon Bee sarcastic headlines every so often.
Yeah, here's the 2-1. Send in the center. Casey Blackwood going back on it makes the catch, and that's the second out of the
one of my favorite ones I've seen this year I saw today, because you know how bad the White Sox are.
Yes.
So the Babylon Bee.
As a Cubs fan, I'm loving every moment of it.
The Babylon Bee's newest headline says, "New prestigious luxury suites added at the White Sox with no windows, so you don't have to watch the game while you enjoy yourself in the suite."
What was it? The game ended the other night because a guy rounding third pulled
a hammy.
Yeah,
like 2 feet from the plate.
Yeah, it's Talkman. He played for the Cubs last year, and everyone was all. I remember a lot of Cub fans being upset. Oh my gosh, why didn't they bring him back? And I'm watching that going, that's why they didn't bring him back. It's the 0-1 the Yoakum. Swung on a miss for strike 2. Oakum, who's 0 for 2 with reached on a fly ball and then a ground out.
Spring Hill's down to their
final strike and final out here. The 0-2. Misses high for ball one. Huckabee in line for the win here. It was a 1-0 game when he relieved Blackwood in the 5th.
Lawrence County game's clearly not starting at 6 now.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3, and that one will end the game. Summertown gets 7 runs in the 5th and 6th innings. They win this one to 7-1 to improve to 12-6 on the season. So, a good come-from-behind win here for this Summertown team who finally got the bats going in the latter half of the game.
Yeah, the pitcher for Spring Hill, number 7,
Rustin,
did a great job of getting all these ground ball outs. It was actually pretty amazing. Would you say the first out of the 15 outs, 13 of them were
13 were ground balls.
Ground balls.
Yeah.
And then he started having some control issues. They made a pitching change, and then Summertown capitalized, and bats came alive. And they're also the defense for Spring Hill that had been so strong the whole game, all of a sudden kind of had a few bobbles there, and Summertown again capitalized. So 7-1 in this one, but the big county rivalry is going to be coming up in about the next 35, 40 minutes, I imagine.
6:30 will be the slated start time for that one, and we'll be live about a few minutes before the start of that one. So for Will Pettis, this is AJ Good. We will see you guys once again very shortly.
Going the distance with local sports. This is the X Sports Network.